Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm here today with a Wednesday box. As you can hear, I still have my sinus infection. It's getting better, but it ain't gone yet. Anyway, someone asked if I could do a box so they can gift some Stampin' Up! Blends, which I said, of course, I can do a request box. If you want a specific box, if you have the measurements, just put it down in the comments and I will try to get to you. Alright, or you can message me on Facebook. Anyway, so these are how Stampin' Up! Blends come. They come 2 in a pack. The darker version and the lighter version. This one just happens to be real red. You can decide if you want to take them out of the plastic or keep it in. I'm going to keep it in, and I'm going to measure it that way. So I'm not sure which one of our boxes we're going to use. If we're going to use our fold flat, we're going to use our lidded or our pizza style, because I didn't measure before the video. So let me think. So this is about, we're probably going to have to make this 1.5 is going to be too big. I'll just give it a little room. 1.5 by 6. So 6 by ½ inch. I think it might be a little bit thicker. We're gonna have to do the 8s on this, guys. Alright. 6 by, that'll be 6.5, 7. Yep, we could do the fold flat box. I just wanted to see, because I like to use 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper. What I was trying to figure out is if we had enough room to do my top and bottom flaps, which we should. Okay, so I'm going to use the fold flat box. If you have the original version, it's the light pink that just says box template. The updated version says fold flat box template. It's the same exact on the inside. I just updated the cover. You can always do a pizza box or a lidded box, but we're going to do fold flat. Alright, so measurements. Alright, blank page and a pen. Alright, we're going to have to do the 8s because I think 1.5 is going to be too big. So I need this to be 1 3/8 by 6 1/8 by 5/8. Don't worry, we're not scared of the 8s because we have our little cheat sheet here that converts it to decimals, and then we're going to find our calculator. Well, that may be a problem because I don't know where my calculator is. Okay, let me find that because I'm not doing this in my head. Okay, I lost my calculator, but we have my phone. But let's go ahead and put our measurements. Now, I'd like my final closure flap to be 1/2 inch, so we're just going to put that there. This needs to be 5/8 of an inch, 5/8 of an inch, 5/8, 5/8, 5/8. So our thickness needs to go here, 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 and here. Now, my left to right is 1 3/8 for both panels, and then my height, I only need to put it on here one time because you only need to calculate it one time. So 6 1/8. Okay, so let's go ahead and calculate this. Alright, let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb so no one sends me a crazy message. Alright, calculator. Here we go. So 5/8 is 0.625. plus 1.375 plus 0.625 plus 1.375 plus 0.625 equals 4 5/8 by, now we need to do our up and down, 0.5 plus 0.625 plus 6.125 plus 0.625 plus 0.5 equals 8 3/8. Perfect. All right. So on the long side, we need to score it at half. 0.5 plus 0.625 equals 1 1/8, and we'll get that other measurement when we do the other side. And on the short side, we're going to do we're going to score it at 5/8 of an inch. 0.625 plus 1.375, 2 plus 0.625, 2 5/8 375, and 4. Okay, so not too scary. That's all right. So we need 8 3/4. So that's just before the half an inch mark. All right, so 8 3/4, 1, 3. It's between the quarter and the half by 4 5/8. 1, 3, 5. The 5/8 is in between the half and the 3/4. If you don't know, use your ruler. The little dashed lines are the eighths. If you don't have a Tim Holtz ruler, just Google search eighths ruler, or rulers with the eighth of an inch, and just print it out. Or if you have a mat that has the little tick marks, you can use the tick marks too. But I mean, that's the best I can tell you. All right, so scoring it on the long side at half and 1 1/8 on both sides. So half and 1 1/8 on both sides. Half of an inch and 1 1/8. Okay, so for you scoreboard users, that's half, 1 1/8, 7 1/4, 7 1/4, and 7 7 7/8. Okay. There you go. All right, now the short side, we're going to score it at 5/8 of an inch. Right, 1 3 5, yep. Okay, 5/8 of an inch. Two. 2 5/8. 1 3 5. And 4. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the same as we do any of our full flat boxes, what we do to the bottom, we must do to the top. Put your short side at the top, which should have your double score lines, and starting on the right hand side, you do not need 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 2 rectangles and these 2 squares. Same thing down here, those 4. Okay, cut them completely off. Just take your scissors and cut them completely off. What you do to the bottom, you need to do to the top, and vice versa. Okay, so cut those 4, and you're good to go. Okay, I'm going to miter this little flap here. And honestly, I'm going to cut off just a sliver because I feel like it's going to be easier. There we go. Okay. Now, if you come over here, starting at the left, you don't need this box and you don't need this box. But I like to cut off a little bit more. So what I do is I cut up the score line and I cut off roughly half. A little bit more, a little bit less, it don't matter. But you definitely got to get that first box off. Okay, so cut up the score line, cut off roughly half, miter, miter. What you do to the bottom, you need to do to the top. Score line, half, miter, miter, score line, half, miter, miter. Okay, corner rounder. And you're gonna round this little corner here, or this little, the middle finger flaps. Okay. And because I remembered, look at me, we're gonna go ahead and do our finger pull now. So return your box back to starting position where your small tab is to the right. You're going to take a circle punch, any size, don't matter, and just cut a little notch out. That's going to be your finger pull. Alright, now let's go ahead and varnish everything if you haven't already. Some people like to do it first. I typically do mine last, but I mean, really, however I'm feeling. Okay. Alright, and alright. This one and this one. Alright. Oh, you know what? I should have told you pay attention to the direction of your finger pull. I didn't. My bad. Alright, so back to starting position. Because as you can see, mine is technically on the bottom, but because this is non-directional paper, when I glue it shut, it's going to be on the top. Okay. Alright, so fold my flap in. Add your adhesive of choice. For this one, I'm going to use glue. Use tape. Whatever you want. Fold this over. Make sure your sides match. It is flat. Alright, let your glue dry. And your box is done. What in the world? Oh, my glue wasn't dry, so my side's not all the way closed. Okay, make sure your box closes perfectly. I'm going to give it a second more to dry. Okay. Alright, make sure your pens fit in there. They should fit snugly. That is a snug fit because of the packaging, but that's fine. If yours bulges out just like mine did, that means either you didn't put enough glue on the corner or you didn't let it dry, which mine's probably a little bit of both. Yeah, it's a little bit of both. That's okay, but it fits perfectly. So there you go. You can use this box for, you know, pens, pencils, whatever you want, but this was a request for the blends. And there you have it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.